we go. Drum roll. You got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead. Give me a drum roll. That'll help. Tony B is our curse count winner this week.
I would like to thank
Rob, now we're hitting right. Now, see, that soundboard gives me the feels, man.
We got the flavors that make you dance. Spicy tales from France to Japan. Every bite a wild romance. Join us now in our bright little den. Bruh, in the kitchen where stories are told. Spill the beans about dishes so bold. Every taste a journey unfold. Come with us, let the magic unfold.
Bruh Podcast, BRUH podcast.com. It's thick 30, boys. It's thick 30. The boys are here. We had a little technical difficulty here in studio yesterday, so we had to delay, but we pulled it all back together. Tony B, go ahead and give me how your Memorial Day weekend was.
I was going to ask you the same.
I took it away.
You know, we hosted a lot. We did a Friday thing, a Saturday thing. No. A Saturday, a Sunday, and a Monday. We did it all. Monday was going to be chill, and then it was like an impromptu. 3 different sets of people. Lots of food, lots of drinks. It was good.
So let me clear something. So if you're following us on IG, Facebook, all of the socials on the interwebs, we are starting to post Tony in the kitchen, Mike in the kitchen. We're starting to post some of that sort of behind the scenes. Let's be perfectly clear. There's 2 that we put up there. Number 1, I'm the dope just pulling the calzone in and out of the oven. That's me. 2, the guy cooking the potato salad and throwing the chicken, what do you have? We're going to call that the chicken, what do you have? Whatever that plate was called. Sure. That's Tony. So let's be perfectly clear that those are not my hands cooking that meal. I posted on my Facebook account, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this like, holy smokes. I'm posting this like I'm the one cooking, like these are my hands working. I just want to come out and say, no, not my hands. Those are Tony B's hands. That's the maestro, as we call him.
Dude,
I'm the guy. Hey,
short.
I could put the calzone in the oven. I could pull it out. That's me.
Yours was super impressive.
I know, but there was a lot of like, there wasn't much going on there. A little press. I was pressing the calzone, threw it in. Although I will extra points on the color of the calzone. I think I had the color of that, and a big shout out to Mama V. I was about to throw it in, and she goes, "Do you want an egg wash on top of that?"
Oh,
I said, "Yes."
Oh, Moms, what's up?
Bring that egg wash out. So she's just bringing that old Italian vibe, coming straight to the calzone. But Robbio, or I'm sorry, not Robbie, Rob Father. Rob Father, we'll cut that out, Rob. Rob Father's here. Rob, how we doing, baby?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
I was going back. I was circling back there, but we, like I said, we had technical difficulties yesterday. But I think Rob managed. He texted me and he was like, I've got a mug full of whiskey. How'd that turn out, Rob? How'd that turn out for you?
It turned out the way you'd expect it to turn out. I drank the whole mug of whiskey.
All right, there
and
you go.
I watched the Knicks lose again.
Oh, man.
And then I had some more whiskey. And then, it's kind of blurry after that.
That sounds like a great night to me, Rob. I don't see it could be worse, right? I mean, it could be worse. It could be Knicks lose no whiskey.
That's true. The whiskey helps. For sure.
Our little group text, dude. I saw Rob was like, "Hey, Tone." I had to go back, and I was like, he invited me, and I was like,
shot down.
It does sound good, but I was like, if I'm not recording, and I just go down there, and then I'm not down there an hour hanging out.
Yeah, it's called
We're not recording
to your wife. Come on, obviously.
No, it's not called that.
No, Rob, her phone's recording right now, Rob.
I mean, she's the top down.
She's the top-down
sure.
camera right now.
It's,
So
yeah.
this is going to be on her camera. So what we're going to do, we're going to start things off. As always, I like to put a little surprise there in the top. And the analytical team here at Bra, they got me this note, and I wanted to bring this up. And I think every week this is going to be good for us if we maybe a little competition, a little friendly competition. So, Bra Analytics, we have a department of analytics that they process sort of, they're looking at followers, they're looking at subscriptions. One thing they sent over here to corporate, they shot it over to corporate, was they sent a curse count over. So I think every week we should award the curse count champion. So the champion is the one who curses the most. We're not rewarding cursing the least. We're rewarding cursing the most. So this week, Rob doesn't really, I don't know, Rob, I think you're the choir boy in this group here.
Well,
maybe if you don't talk as much, but maybe if you talked more, maybe you would be in contention here. But your curse count was really low. Okay. I mean, there was a few pops in there. There was a little bit of effing and jeffing going on there. Yeah. But oh boy. Me and Tony B, neck and neck here. So, are you ready for the curse counts for last week? I haven't
counted.
broken down.
Did you count, or was it a third party? Was it editing?
It was
analytics.
Analytical department.
Sorry,
bro.
I was listening, okay.
It's down the hall to the right. If you go down the hall 4 doors to the right, that's the analytics department. Okay. So,
do you want to? There was.
Yeah, here we go. Drum roll. You got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, give me a drum roll. That'll help.
All right, hold on here. Sorry, I got all excited and then the volume was down.
Tony B is our curse count winner this week.
I would like to thank
there you Rob. Now we're hitting right. Now see that soundboard gives me the feels, man. It's Tony B in the lead with 64 curse words last week. 64. Ooh. That was in episode 7, which isn't released yet. 60-word curse words. Tony B's favorite curse word. Now I have the counters. I have all the counts broken down, but we don't have time to go into that. But Tony 64. I came in 41. I was a little light at 41. Okay. So
that's respectable.
We'll see what we could do about that.
How long was that recording? Like a little over an hour? So about 1 minute?
1:14, 1:15, something like that. Yeah, but you know what? My favorite curse word. So
nice.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Is that even a curse? Did that count?
That got. We had to stay away from everywhere possible. After we put public on all of our accounts, hey, listen to our podcast. Here's this one. That was the I'll cover my mouth. The episode. So luckily the editing team that's across the hall from the analytics, they were hard at work on that one. Everything that had to do with was getting knocked down. So it was I
feel for them. Thank you for hard work.
Yeah, so they've earned their keep.
I'm picturing one of those signs that they have in factories where it says 0 days since an accident, but it's just 0 days since someone's
back to zero. Back to zero. Let's put the 0 back on. So Tony, you're 1-0. I'm 0-1 in terms of curse word counting. But again, the winner is not. We're not trying to lessen that because we have the bleep, but I would say that we encourage cursing here at this podcast.
Well, that's fine.
I got to step my game up.
It's got to be natural. So yeah, step it up for sure, Rob. Especially since you said you don't talk as much, so it's got to be more.
I was thinking.
There we go. There we go. That's what I like to hear.
We got a new horse in this race. All right, so that is curse count. That's not really a segment, but that's curse count. Now, what we're going to get into is next. Oh boy, Libation Station. Rob, this is a crowd favorite. I mean, the comments, they are just there. I think if you're looking at them, they're mostly hidden. if they look a little light. But the Libation Station, they are saying, "Give me more Libation Station." So we brought it back, and a big surprise here. Rob, I'm gonna tease the big surprise. Go ahead with the intro, and then I'm gonna bring in the big surprise.
I'll call it Libation Station. We're shining light on darkness, yeah, with our fermentation. We found a relation, so I'll see you here. We'll drink our share of good times mixed with elevation at Libation Station.
Oh,
Hard cut.
I just that edging. It's like an edging edit there. So another by popular demand, overhead cam. That's what Tony's working on there. Hard at work there. Overhead cam. We've gotten some requests for overhead cam, so we're going to try this for the first time. Tone, give us a first report on the overhead cam.
It's been a whirlwind. I got the tripod I needed with the phone holder. It's basic. It was new. Just explaining the package came and it looked like it had been opened and returned. I don't mind that. I return stuff to Amazon all the time, and it was missing the phone holder piece. So I'm using another phone holder, which is not a phone holder. It's heavy and it keeps tipping down. So I'm going to do my best. Hopefully it doesn't tip down during the make.
Okay, well, let's get those. Let's tighten up those knobs. Let's get them all tightened up, because I know what you do. You got a little. I think what we have here is a limp holder. Is what we have here is a limp holder. So let's tighten up those knobs. What I'm going to do is, while you're tightening, obviously, I've just got a simple libation. Well, Rob, let's start with you. We never start with you. Go. What are you libating tonight?
Well, this is we're going for a repeat from last night.
And Monday night, and Sunday, and Saturday.
It was a long weekend. We're going with whiskey in a mug.
Whiskey in the K-Tar.
Really,
shout out to News Talk 92.3 and K-Tar.
Yeah. It's just, it really gets the job done. A couple of ice cubes, and
I'm with you,
a
Rob.
mug half full of whiskey. I did, last night was a little rough. I didn't think I could handle just straight whiskey this time, so I did throw a little bit of ginger ale in there.
Mm-hmm.
A little ginger, kind of, makes it a little easier to go down. But yeah, that's it.
That's all right.
Whiskey in a mug. That's how we do it
I
over here.
mean, if you're thinking about it, you could probably look at all of the health benefits of ginger. So the fact that you put ginger ale in there, you're taking care of yourself, Rob. You're taking care of your mental health.
It's basically a salad, is what
That's
I'm
basically. All right, so there you go. Whiskey in the mug with a cube or a few.
Some ice and ginger ale.
I don't have a name for this because when Tony's up, it's sort of, it's like batting before.
Let's not do
Otani. Oh, there you go. It's like batting before Otani. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm keeping it simple. This has been my drink since the cruise, and I haven't got away from it. Hold on one second here. I don't have an overhead cam, but we're going to do. One moment here. Let's a little pause. Hold on a second.
Ooh. Did you see that? He lifted his leg up over the...
All right. So, ice with a lime. Okay. That's an old lime.
Okay.
Put a new lime in there. Squeeze of lime. Got it? This is your basic reposado from Kirkland. Shout out to Kirkland. It hits, by the way. I think, this could be a debate, but I understand that you can go deep with tequila, but, man, sometimes you just need a Kirkland reposado. And let's see, a little bit more ice. So a little ice in the glass. So we have lime, reposado. What else is in there? Lime, reposado, and ice. And
this isn't your first one.
And then seltzer water, a little seltzer in there, a little topper with seltzer.
That
and then
sounds
I'm gonna put
refreshing.
it's all really it's the straightforward drink. I don't have a name for it, but let's trademark this. Hold on,
you go on.
It's a tequila soda. That's what it is, right?
it's tequila soda with lime. Yeah, there's no I can't name it. I can't take that name, but trademark. Here it comes. Rob, give me a drum roll.
Oh yeah,
Drum roll.
Sure, of course. Get that. Oh, the finger.
All right. Now, you'll see a trend here on Bra where I do something like that, and then now the maestro comes in. Tony,
First
overhead.
of all,
How's the overhead cam holding up?
I don't know. It's gonna fall during it.
You think?
It keeps tipping.
You got like some tape or something?
Need a little
Actually,
Cialis?
I do. Hold up.
You got a little Cialis?
Here, hold up.
Yeah, you got to give it a blue chew.
Let's.
How about one of those Rose Sparks? Not sponsored, but how about one of those Rose Sparks that gives you the combo? Wait, is that duct tape? Did I hear duct tape in my?
What?
When you're Italian,
Duct tape fixes everything.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh my god!
Oh no,
Tony's gonna break his neck tonight.
Tony, do we need to call 911?
No.
What just happened?
His wife can't even call. Both phones are
I
down
don't have a
here.
ladder down here, so I'm standing on my computer chair that's a swivel.
I don't care.
I swivel.
I can't see what's going on, but this is 100% the best podcast audio that you will ever hear.
Yeah, if there was ever a reason to go to the YouTube channel and watch the video, it's right now. I thought Tony was coming down with the whole ship.
Oh, we made it. But the tape is key, Rob. Come on,
Tony,
smart.
take your time. We're not rushing.
We're getting it.
I'm more of a bottom-up guy, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Tom.
you.
So, all right. So we go into. Are you ready? Are you composed?
I'm ready. Dude.
Good. Okay.
I'm just gonna start working. You keep talking.
Can I do my libation station again?
Yeah, you want to?
Holy hell! I need some sunglasses to hide these eyes.
Yo, can I tell you something? You
What?
made a ranch water. That's a ranch water.
Is that what it is?
Tequila, lime, sometimes agave syrup, and soda.
That's
a ranch
That's a
water.
ranch water.
Yeah. Tequila, lime, and soda. It's
I could
great,
drink these.
dude.
This is all I drank on the cruise. Was just
I love that. And you put the lime in there because the oils from the lime peel go in there, and that's good. And not just the squeeze, but that's what's
this
up.
thing. I'm telling you what, this thing locks you in. It keeps you hydrated, so you don't have to drink that glass in between to keep.
Yeah.
You're not drinking all the sugar.
Smart, dude. I don't drink a ton of cocktails myself. I like to make cocktails, but I'm with you. Like, I like that. Ranch water is a go-to on the weekends. And like a Negroni. I love Negronis.
Gotta hide my thumb here. Hold on a second. It keeps.
What's your thumb doing?
Is that okay?
You still
keeps-
been doing the...
It pops up. Like I do this, and then it sees my thumb, and then it reads it. See, if I tip it here, it doesn't read it. Oh man, technology today.
Man.
All right, so let me get wide-eyed here. All right, so Libation Station, Tony B. We had a little technical difficulties. He's okay. I don't see any blood.
Yeah, we made it.
Do we need to
Caught
go
myself.
to the urgent care, Tone?
No, I
Okay.
stretch a lot. I know it may not look it, but in my old age, I realize I need to. And I like to play with the kids, some athletics, so I got to keep stretched. And I think that's what I'm
One thing I know
grateful
about
for.
One thing I know about Tony B is he keeps those groins loose. The groin is always loose on Tony B. So, I mean, it's like a rubber band. So, Tony, go ahead and give us
right.
what do you have here at Libation Station? And are we multicam or not? Let's get an update on that.
We are, but
Okay, all right.
it's not to my liking. It looks like ass.
All right, well,
To be honest, but that's all right. That's all right. We've
We'll-
got
we'll
kind
work
of
it.
this view.
yeah, that's
You
fine.
know,
If not, we'll
the
just get
drop
a...
top next time.
I'll find a stock footage of some Russian mixing a drink, so just go ahead and just do what you do.
All right, so we've got a cool drink today. I think we got that. You got that cool music, Rob. The vibes.
Yeah, I got it for you if you want it.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. All right. Okay. So
There it is.
there we go. So we got some limes here. I'm gonna start there. I think I mentioned this to you before. Kind of go with the that might actually be the cheapest ingredient, to be honest. And these limes are so little. I only need 1 ounce of lime in this, but
Yeah, I had the same
these
thing. I
limes are
noticed that.
so small, and I pretty much am getting a half ounce out of a lime. So we'll see. So let's go with that.
Meyer's got limes on sale for 41 cents if you're
Really?
if you're in the Michigan area. Yeah.
You know, Meyer does have some deals. Actually, in Michigan, Myers, right? People call it Myers. I'm gonna go to Myers, but it's just Myers. Myers.
Oh, go down to Meyer's.
Myers. I don't know why that is, but that's a Michigan thing. Yeah, good deals. I don't go there for whatever reason, but I should. So we're gonna get 1 ounce of lime here.
1 ounce.
Out of probably 2 limes. I like to do the I'll take the one I squeezed, and I'll put the other half in there, and I'll put the one I squeezed on top because I feel I can get more juice out of it.
That's a nice little.
Just a move,
That's
little
it
move.
there. I like that move.
This past weekend, Uncle Jeff was over, and he told me about this awesome squeezer that has a double jointed thing where it really gets it. So I'm gonna have to get on that Jeffrey Bezos.
Uncle
See if I can
Jeff,
find
who's
him one of those.
Uncle Jeff's a freak, man. What do you?
Yo.
He likes it.
That's what's up. So I'm squeezing 2. Look, oh, good thing. I've got 3/4 of an ounce out of these 2 limes. So, what do you know? I had 1 extra half a lime from before. 2.5 limes to make 1 ounce of juice is ridiculous.
What are we? Where are we living? I'm telling you what. We ordered milk tonight. By the way, let me just take a little. Let me take a little off ramp here. We ordered milk at the grocery store. Or bought milk at the grocery store. I don't know. We ordered.
Got a milkman?
We bought milk at the grocery store. $6.87 for milk here in Michigan. Now that's organic, but
Yeah, but
half gallon, $6.87.
I was going to say, was it a full? That's a half.
No,
gallon
that's a
of
half
organic
gallon.
milk.
What's Arizona pulling in at, Rob? For a half gallon.
I haven't drank milk since I was 9 years old, so I have no idea.
So there's a solution. Don't drink milk. All right.
Yeah,
You know how you save on milk? Don't drink it.
I will do cereal sometimes though, but I go almond milk. And
That's just basically that's white water. That's what almond milk is. It's just white colored water. So
the trick is if you get the vanilla almond milk and then you put it in some cinnamon toast crunch, it's actually phenomenal.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a.
I love
We'll
that,
have to
dude.
come up on a separate. Go ahead, Tone.
We get
Sorry.
our milk at Costco, dude. The organic from there is a
Yeah,
good
I know.
price.
We have a Costco list that we're building, but we were out, so we needed some for tomorrow if the kids don't have theirs.
Desperation, I get it. So, guys, all right. So we got, guys. This is kind of the star of the show. This is what makes this drink the drink. This is
We were talking. Let me review. We had lime. What else we have? Go ahead with it.
So we have a hibiscus syrup. You know what hibiscus is?
Hibiscus syrup. It's a hibiscus flavored syrup.
Yeah. Hibiscus is they're flowers. They're flowers, and you can make a tea out of it. In Mexico, they use it to make an agua fresca, it's like a tea. You steep the and then sugar, water. Good. It's it's good. But this is a syrup, so it's just making a simple syrup. But first, I steep the hibiscus. Here we go.
Hey,
Hibiscus flowers in water, just cold in the fridge for a few hours or overnight or whatever, and then make the syrup out of that. So it's a 1-to-1 simple syrup. And then I added this is orgeat, Orgeat.
I was gonna say that looks like my limoncello. That's orgeat.
Well, this is a homemade one. You can find it though. Get Liber and Company makes a good one. It's like an almond syrup. Used in a lot of tiki drinks. Orgeat. Orgeat's in a Mai Tai, famously. That's good. So, all right. So we got lime. We got 1 ounce of lime. We got a half ounce of hibiscus syrup. We got a half ounce of orgeat. And we're gonna go 2 ounces of Jamaican rum. So we got some options here. Go Jamaican, because that's part of this drink. Hibiscus is also known as Jamaica in Mexico, which is spelled Jamaica. So I wanted to make it a Jamaican rum drink. And Jamaican rum, got some options. So Jamaican rum is known for being more like funky, like generally compared to like Puerto Rican rum, Barbados rum. So there's some more funk. So yeah, you're seeing it. Appleton, this is just their regular line.
Yeah.
You got a bottle back there.
Yeah,
That's a solid choice. So Appleton, this is a pot and column still. It's a blend of pot and column still. Column still usually isn't as funky. Pot still is more funky. I also
you know
have
what this is?
Dr. Bird. Dr. Bird is from Worthy Park Distillery, and then funny, this 2 James Distillery in Detroit imports from Worthy Park Distillery in Jamaica, and then they age this and blend it and age it in Muscatel wine barrels. So it's super funky Jamaican rum. It's a pot still rum, plus it's aged in the wine barrels. It's super fun. So I'm gonna do a combination of both. This is so fun in a drink. The Appleton's a classic. It's always good. I would recommend the 8-year, the 12-year. Great.
Hey, while you're mixing that, what I'm going to do is I know the wife got into it, but I'm going to take a little sip of that Appleton rum.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just
It's not like, I think it's a good, if funky rum, if you're not ready for it, that's a good starting point. It's widely available. It's not expensive. It's good. Dr. Bird is also not expensive, but it's really fun that it's Jamaican rum then aged in Michigan at 2 James Distillery. I think that's really cool. And it's a cool label, kind of old school looking label. All right, so we got half-ounce orgeat, half-ounce hibiscus syrup, aka Jamaica syrup, 1 ounce lime. We got 1 ounce of each Jamaican rum. Key is 2 ounces of Jamaican rum. There you go. Same. So this is the signature. It's younger. Then there's the 8 years, the next step up, 12 year. Then they got like I know they got 21 year. I think there's like a 15, 18 year. I don't know. But anyway, solid. All right. So we've got that. We're gonna mix it. It's a citrus. We're gonna mix it in a shaker. Jamaica on Jamaica. So I was thinking of the name. I was like, do I make a name that's surrounding the hibiscus? And it's Jamaica. And I was like, oh, Jamaica, Jamaican rum. It's like dual now. I was like, that's cute. And then I was like thinking about what's super Jamaican? And my mind went to Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. Do you remember a few years back when he started speaking patois? And that was like his thing?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I remember that.
I was like, what is more Jamaican than Chet Hanks? So we got a rocks glass here. It was super frozen. It's not quite as frozen anymore, but I recommend leaving your glasses in the freezer if you can. And we're just gonna pour it in. This is a beautiful color.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Vibrant.
It's really nice. Oh, there's a lot in there.
Look at that. Look at my goodness. Is that cloudy? Well, that cloudiness.
I think I over poured myself.
There's nothing wrong with an overpour.
No, let me take a drink because I got more ice in there still. That's good. So yeah, the cloudiness, a little bit of that orgeat. So remember, it's an almond syrup. So there's blanched almonds. There's rose water, orange blossom water, and that's like a simple syrup. All right, so we're gonna get the long tweezers out for a little garnish.
I would have loved this on overhead.
All right, I know, right? Disappointing. So the first name for this was the Chetty Hanks, but I proposed it this weekend, and these old heads at my house were like, I don't know who Chet Hanks is. I was like, but Chetty Hanks, what's more Jamaican? So the alternative, I thought it'd be called the Pink Ting. The Pink Ting. So, cheers.
Cheers. I love the pink. I love
Pink Ting.
I love the name.
The Pink Ting. All right, so that's what that is. Thanks for the music, Rob.
You got it, buddy.
Couple notes here. All right, thank you.
A couple notes, thank you. What?
I do, where it was like just offending everybody in Jamaica.
I mean,
But
Cultural appropriation. We're
you
like,
could have given me a million guesses. I would have never guessed you were going to say Chet Hanks.
no, it's
Well, yeah,
Jamaican on Jamaican.
you're like, I'm thinking Jamaican. I think Chet Hanks, and I'm like, whoa.
That's where my mind went. You mentioned Tom Hanks earlier with Apollo 13. That's why I was like,
yeah.
you know.
2 Hanks
All right.
in one episode.
There's
Can
only
I-
one. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. I
I can
understand.
feel
that. Go
her
ahead.
breathing on me, and she's
I
not
know, it's
anywhere
just
near.
like-
She's 2 floors away.
We'll take the drink to her and say, "Here you go, honey. Here's a Chet Hanks. Here you go. Here's
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have made 2.
Bro.
perfect." It just
All
was. My last note was pink ting. Was the first thing I thought of was a when you said pink ting.
That's a red rocket.
That's a red
Yeah, that is.
So, all right. So, Tone Libation Station. Thank you. We had a pink ting. I almost wore my Bahamas T-shirt too. I had a T-shirt in the Bahamas that say "We be jammin'," but I'm sure that
Oh man.
I don't know how that. I don't
would've
know
been
how
sweet,
to.
dude.
I don't know how that goes with if I'm rocking that with the "We be jammin'," white guy up here in Michigan. So I
Chet
just
Hanks
left it
did it.
alone. But his dad's Tom Hanks. So
Well, he does have that.
he could get away with that. So, all right. So that was Libation Station. Now, actually, I need a repeat of Libation Station. Oh, last note, that Appleton. Let me tell you something. I never really dove into rums.
Get into it and dive.
That on ice. I put that Appleton on an ice cube. Man, that has some punch.
You know, for it being like a baseline, I think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was saying. This is not like this is their baseline. You know, there's only 6 distilleries in Jamaica, but of the 6, there's so many different people source and then make their own. So there's a ton of different hundreds and hundreds of brands, but in Jamaica itself, there's only 6 distilleries, and 2 of them make the majority. Like Appleton, that's like Ray and Nephew, I think is the actual name of the distillery. This is their main line. They're like the biggest one, and then there's I forget, Clarendon, I think is the other big one. Worthy Park is way smaller. They make this. I don't know. Anyway, it's interesting. Jamaican rum's cool.
Yeah, I think rum could be something.
Rum's
that I could
cool,
dive
yeah.
into. I'm still in a tequila phase though right now.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
still in the world of tequila.
Tequila and whiskey are my shit.
All right, moving along. Now another one popped back by popular demand. I don't have. Let's see. I don't have any graphics on this one. Oh, wait, we do have graphics. I don't have any music on this one, but we started. I don't know which episode it was, but we would. Our segment was, "Is your loaf bigger than Joe Rogan?" And I started thinking about it, and I was like, it kind of messes. The segment can't go on because we know how big Joe Rogan is, allegedly. So we couldn't do how, is your loaf bigger than Joe Rogan? Because we know how big Joe Rogan is. So it's like if we kind of messes up the whole thing. But we could say, okay, we could do other things with Joe Rogan. Like, Rob, let's get the graphic ready. This is, will it fit in Joe Rogan's mouth? So, Rob,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Let's-
I got you here.
let's dial up the first graphic here. This is, will it fit in Joe Rogan's mouth? I don't have any. So this is, now, this is Joe Rogan. If you're just tuning in, if you're not into podcasting, this is the number one guy in the country. This is the guy here. Joe is a comedian. That's why he has the mic by his mouth. Let me tell you something. If you have a chance, if he swings through your city, pick up tickets immediately. Don't put a price on. Don't put a limit. Listen, get the Amex out. Get the Visa out. Get the MasterCard out. Max it out. Sell the dog. Go see Joe, because I guarantee you that your stomach will be hurting at the end of the show from the belly laughs. But this is Joe. Tonight we're playing Will It Fit in Joe Rogan's Mouth? Now, our contestant tonight, was it Lisha's Bakery? Lisha's Bakery fell before. They fell to the is your loaf bigger than Joe Rogan? Tonight, though, we have a Texas versus Texas competition. What they say in Texas, I don't know what they say down in Texas, but
Everything's bigger.
everything's bigger in Texas, so of course like that. But anyway, this is this is Terry Black's Barbecue. This is a big barbecue place. I'll give you a little history on Terry Black's Barbecue. So, Rob, go ahead and give me the next slide, and we'll see the competition of where Joe's going up against. This is the jalapeno cheese sausage. This is a jalapeno cheese sausage. This is a Terry Black's Barbecue. Little history on Terry Black's Barbecue. This is born and raised in Lockhart, Texas, which I believe is near Austin. If it's not, I really don't give a but that's what it says here. Terry Black passed down generations of barbecue knowledge learned from his experience in his Lockhart barbecue scene. His children, Christina, Michael, and Mark Black, bring their very own central style of Texas barbecue straight from Lockhart to Austin. There you go. It's near Austin. I think Joe's in Austin. And now you and your family can enjoy. This is the jalapeno cheese sausage. I don't have a girth on this, but tonight we're going to see if this jalapeno cheese sausage fits in Joe Rogan's mouth. Rob, go ahead and roll it. All right, that was a competition there, huh? Huh, boys? But now we let's go to listener calls. We have 2 calls, I believe, this week. So we're wrapping up Will It Fit in Joe Rogan's Mouth, and now we're going into listener calls. So go ahead, Rob. What do we got for listener calls here?
Yeah, all right. First call here looks like it.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on 1 second. Let me check on Tone. Are you okay after that last? Are you all right?
2 things. Thank you.
Right?
You're
You're welcome.
Notes.
Okay, you're welcome. Anything else? You good?
I'm just surprised at what I just saw.
Tony's in shock.
Well, let's go on to listener calls. I mean, let's wash that. Let's cleanse our palates. Let's cleanse our palates, and then we'll.
All right. So this is Ned from DC.
Ned from DC.
Hello, this is Ned. Now, I was recently visiting family in the North Jersey area, and we had this big Italian meal, all the best of North Jersey, on the table. Now, at the table was a bowl of ricotta cheese that they were calling pot cheese. They were adding a scoop of this to their plates to go with their pasta. I have eaten in many places around the country and the world and have never seen this. Have any of you? By the way, I tried it and it is a 100% smash. Thanks for the help.
Wow.
So, I've never heard of this until this call. I'm interested. I'll just bring it out. Like this, I did little research on this. Let me see here. I did a little research on this. What is pot cheese? Pot cheese is a term used in some Italian-American communities to describe a fresh... by the way, I promise I can read to everybody listening at home.
Sound it out.
I promise that I can read. I mean, shout out Abergalton High School. I can read. Pot cheese is a term used in some Italian-American communities to describe a fresh, soft cheese that's similar to ricotta. That's ricotta. I say ricotta.
It's okay.
But slightly drier and lumpier, while ricotta is traditionally made from the whey left over after cheese production. Pot cheese is made directly from milk, resulting in a Tangiers? Is that the Tangiers? Resulting in a more pungent flavor and larger curds. This type of cheese was commonly made at home and found at local delis, especially in regions with significant Italian-American populations like New Jersey. So there wasn't a lot on this, but there is a little bit of trace, and I don't know. This is why this was interesting, because we have Strong Island Rob Father here. I don't know if he can comment on the pot cheese at all, and I'm interested if Tony ever heard this, but pot cheese on the side at dinner that you just top it on. So either this is a jump ball. Either you can take this. I'm more Tony. We're going to come to you, but as Rob Father being the Strong Island, have you ever heard of pot cheese?
No, I'm unfamiliar with this form of consuming pasta. I do like the ricotta though. Big fan of the ricotta, but yeah, no, unfamiliar with this.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. I haven't tried it, but I mean, if what's his name, Ned, says it's a smash,
yeah,
it sounds like I'm in. But Tone, give me what you have. Have you ever heard of this? Is this something that you've come across?
I have to. I'm Googling it right now because I have to see it for myself. Yeah, nah. When you started describing it, you started saying it was like drier. I'm like, well, ricotta salata. Have you heard of that? It's a type of like ricotta, and it's like drier. You can like kind of slice it. I don't know the method of it, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. It's fun, like on a salad or something. I guess on a pasta a little bit, like kind of shave it on there. But it's like way softer than like parm. It's like. But anyway, I thought that was where it was going. Never heard of it, and I think it's weird to scoop it. I don't know, but like you said, it's slam, right?
He says what? What'd you say?
You say he slam it.
He'd smash it.
Oh.
We have a segment here. We have a segment called Smash or Pass. It's been a while. Well, but last episode we did it, but it's been a while. I mean, it's so.
Hey, thank you,
Rob. Man, we're gonna get him that like soundboard. It's like one of those like with those 16 lights on.
Yeah.
It sounds like that. In my research, there was pot cheese. So there is something called pot cheese, and then in New Jersey they just use ricotta, and then they put it as a side, as almost like a condiment. I wasn't a lot that I found on this, but apparently that there was some. That's why I was curious and why this call sort of my ears perked up here, because I thought maybe the Rob Father had in his journeys over there in Strong Island in New York, but no, pot cheese. Are you smashing though, Tony? Like you tell me.
Yeah, I mean, dude said it was good, and like I like to sprinkle parm or Romano. Like that's awesome on pasta. So if this is a drier version of ricotta, it's like I'm down. Like I never heard of it. I don't like that it's called pot cheese. It sounds like not attractive.
Yeah, it's not too romantic.
Cool.
Let me ask you this: if you're cooking Italian, right, and you're throwing a nice pasta together, and you put that thyme into it, and then some bozo shows up with ricotta and says, "Hey, it's time for pot cheese." Are you okay with him scooping it on there? Or are you going to be offended?
Not offended, but like I might be like, it was perfect the way it was. I might be like, it might be like that, but not offended. I might be like,
okay.
Yo, try it first. Try it first without it, and then try it with it. See what it's like both ways. Yeah. Okay. I don't get offended like that, but I do like. Quick, I love to make like vegetable soup, minestrone, whatever, just like a vegetable soup. Wife's grandma, she's Mexican. She was having it one time. She's like, it's okay, but then she whipped out Tabasco, pumped it up on there, and I was like, yo, it was awesome the way it is, but that's awesome too. So I was like, I'm down for that, because sometimes I want to be adding some hot sauce in my soup. I'm not mad at that. It totally switches it up. Like to me, it's like a delicate, beautiful like soup, and then it's like hot sauce. But I was down for that. No offense,
No offense.
I don't like if people like are like, where's the table salt? Like before trying something, they just go automatically to it, and I'm like, try that. Like I salted it perfect. I don't even have table salt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a call. I mean, that's a call. That's a call. Is this sort of, I put all this time into it, and then the bitch reaches for table salt. Like that's a call right there. So maybe somebody will call in with that next week.
Straight up.
Hey, real quick. Side note. If you do you have a special minestrone recipe?
It varies, but yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
There's a direction I had almost always.
Yeah. Next time you make that for the fam, and there's maybe some people around, maybe Uncle Jeff's around. Is that Uncle Jeff?
Uncle Jeff had the lime thing.
Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
Just put it down there and say, "Here's some Minotone."
Minotone.
See what he says about that. See if he catches that. All right, let's go caller 2, Rob.
All
Rob,
right.
well, wait, Rob. We went to Rob. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
This is Jake
This is the way it's going to be for the rest of the way out, by the way.
from St. Louis. This is Jake from St. Louis.
Jake from St. Louis.
Hey, yo, dudes. The name's Jake. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. So I love rice. I love fluffy rice. I love Mexican rice. Well, I love fried rice. Oh, and especially risotto. But dudes, I have a problem. I suck at cooking rice. It either comes out overcooked, undercooked, too sticky, or just flavorless. Do I need to buy a rice cooker? Them shits are expensive.
Is that it?
Why does this guy talk like Bear Margera?
Yeah, here's his. Here's the thing. First of all, I can't help you with the rice. What was his name? Jake?
That was Jake.
Jake. How about we cut it back to 3 cups of coffee? All right, not 6. Let's cut it back to 3 cups of coffee, not 6. So that's my only advice is just let's take it down on the caffeine. Tone, this is you.
He loves rice though so much, and he's so pissed he can't cook
It's a good question. Tone, do you have anything for him here? This isn't my zone. I can't. I have one. I'm a one-trick pony when it comes to rice.
Yeah, what do you do? What's your go-to?
It's a cup and a half of water. I get a cup of rice. I put it. I get it to a boil, and then I when it goes to the boil, I put it to a simmer and cover it for about 7-8 minutes, something like that, and then you have rice. So I don't know what Jake's big issue is there. I mean, the instructions are on the back, Jake. If you follow those, it's pretty straightforward. But that's what we're here for. Like I said, we will take any question that you throw at us, and we have the in-house expert here, Tone. Do you want to help him out here with what Jake's doing wrong?
Yeah, he loves risotto.
Was risotto rice? That's a pasta.
I think he means risotto.
Risotto, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
You're right,
what I
risotto.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So his question, he wants to know if he should buy a rice cooker.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a friend's house like a couple months ago, and we're cooking dinner together, and she actually asked me to pick up some stuff like from the store on the way over. So I picked up some rice, and she was like, "Oh yeah, just put it in the rice cooker." And I was like, "I've never used one of those. I don't know how to use that thing." And she's like, "It's easy." Well, she's like, "I'll just do that." And I was like, "Cool," or whoever her kid did it or something like that. And I was like, I love to cook. I love to cook rice in various ways. I think Mike nailed it. It's the instructions are on the package, or you can just Google that. So, Michael, now I want to question you. Are you using like what do you have like a lot of rice and you take the amount, or do you have pre-bagged rice? What are you doing? Like par cooked rice? 'Cause that's quick. 8 minutes. That was really
It
cool.
might be a little bit longer than that, but I get that Kirkland deal. I don't know
Yeah,
whether
okay,
to get that
same.
show.
Yeah.
Costco
like,
it up.
talking
We
about
get
long
our-
grain.
Yeah, Saturday morning we get the kids up, we wake them up, and then we get our rum, we get our reposado and our rice all at the same place. So that's what we do. Yeah. Honey, yeah, you get the rice, I'm going to get the rum. Or the tequila. Let me do that again. Hold on a second, I'm getting text here. Honey, you go get the rice, I'll get the tequila. And go ahead, Tone. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Love that. No, so the rice cooker. So I think a rice cooker is probably the way to go if you suck at cooking rice. And actually, no. I think a rice cooker is probably the way to go if you don't love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the answer. If you don't love cooking and you love rice, definitely get the rice cooker. There's nothing wrong with that. Sounds like it's awesome. I think I've heard it's very easy, consistent. Like you kind of set it and forget it. You do that thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a rice cooker.
Risotto in a rice cooker. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I could look it up, but I just don't know how to use it. I've never used one, and that doesn't mean it's not good. I think it's probably awesome. But I love to cook, and I love the variety. You can't rice. I think what the key thing. There's a couple key things. Rice, Michael nailed it first. Is your ratio? That's like the step one. What ratio? There's different methods and there's different styles of rice, but the ratio of the water or broth or whatever liquid you're using to the rice is important, and each rice has different characteristics. I actually think for a long grain, I think closer to 2 to 1, like 1 cup rice. Almost, I like to go just under 2 cups of liquid to that. Personally,
I tell you what, I'm a fan.
But not always.
I get excited when the basmati comes out.
Basmati, yeah. Basmati, less water. 1.5 is perfect. 1.5 to 1. 1.5 for basmati is perfect.
Am I saying
love
it wrong?
basmati.
Is it basmati, basmati? I'm saying
Basmati.
it's basmati.
Basmati, yeah, awesome.
Let
Love basmati.
me just make it clear. We're over an hour. If there's any type of advice that we need to give, or you're asking me, you're better off asking that guy. Right there, you're gonna get a better.
But you hit it though. You were right with your
know,
ratios.
I know. I don't know how I hit that, but yeah.
No, you're on point.
No, that was. I'd say cut back on the coffee, read the instructions. Don't take it so seriously too. I think that's maybe the big point here. It's just. I think that's the big point here with cooking is let's not take it too seriously. Have fun.
Have fun.
Right?
Enjoy it. Risotto's the most fun to make. For me, it's time consuming, but you can't do that in a rice cooker. Another friend told me that they have a Instapot risotto recipe and it turns out awesome. I'm like, no, it's not possible. Because that's a method that it's just impossible.
Okay.
It won't be risotto. So anyway, if you like to cook, don't get the rice cooker. If you don't like to cook and you just like cooked well rice, follow directions and use the rice cooker.
Yeah, I said this just in. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this just in. My wife texted me, said there's a militia at my front door after that Joe Rogan bit. So, so I am limited here on. So
we got to speed this up.
I got the deadbolt. I have the deadbolt on, so we have another 20 minutes here. No, that's a good question, Jake. Cut back on the coffee. Rice cooker's fine. Don't be so serious about. I think you get cooking should be fun. You know what I mean? Like
I have an
you're gonna
idea.
get up. You're gonna get up. Like
We're gonna do a top-down rice on an episode, like the method.
I think we could get that overhead rig. I think that's going to open up. That's why I wanted to see it so bad because I think it's going to open up so much of just like depth, dynamics. So let's get to our final segment here. Now, this is exciting. This is what I've been waiting for. Is not to say that the show that I'm not excited about the rest of the show. I love the rest of the show, but this is I'm like a high school kid at prom, just waiting, waiting for the dance to end, basically. Okay, because I have in my hands, I have this. Okay, and I've been sitting here and looking at this beauty. Now I know there was some FedEx issues, some hurricanes across the some tornadoes across the Midwest, and Rob didn't get his. There was hurricanes in the Midwest, and Rob didn't get his bottle, which I think Thursday. What's that tracking?
ETA is tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, Rob, could you pull the tracking up for us, please?
I don't have the tracking.
Did you see? I sent you.
You sent me a screenshot, right?
I know.
Yeah. It wasn't a link.
So first of all, let me make some comments about this. This is our sauce that Tony has put together. Now, I've had to keep the cap on. I've had to keep the skirt on this little puppy. I've been sitting there looking at this all week. The wife now has tried it.
Oh.
She has tried it. 10 out of 10.
Oh, she likes it?
Yes. She's like, that is very impressive, and you guys are onto something. That's a quote. Like, so Tone, hats off to you.
Okay.
I haven't. This is gonna be. I haven't smelled it. I haven't tasted it. I haven't done anything with this. So I have held back because I wanted to get a live reaction. Do you have?
What if you don't like it though?
What's that?
That won't help. What if you don't like it and that won't help with sales?
I'll just fake it. It's fine. It'll be fine. So let me cleanse it. Now, this is what's great about this. Is like, how am I going to taste this? Like, I can't dip my finger in it. That's what I'd like to do. If I dip my finger and I can't drink it, I can't do that. So, I have. Look what I have here. Chicken wings.
No, it's nice. Awesome.
So I thought we have sort of just a lightly breaded chicken wing. And then I got this great idea when I was doing this. I was like, this is like a good bit for the show. Like, what if we have different levels of hot sauce, like based on heat level, and then we put 7 of them together, and then like have a show where we try them, and then I'll ask you guys questions when you try.
Work.
You think that'll be? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone would watch that.
Yeah.
It's a stupid idea. I'm sorry. It's just something I came up with. So, so here we go. This is I'm cracking it now. This is the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it the. Okay. I mean, hold on a second. I mean, let me give you the first impression here. I'm getting heavy pepper there. It's almost like I'm almost getting like the smell of like a bell pepper. I know there's not any bell pepper in there, but I'm getting like a bell pepper when it is, what's that called when it's sort of like a not a pig in a blanket, but would you ever have like stuffed peppers? I'm getting that a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dab on here. And I'm going to okay.
So remember, it's not going to blow your mouth out hot. It's not spicy in that realm.
Well,
it's spicy, but it's sweet.
The wife
and
said
savory.
5 out of 10. She gave me a 5 out of 10 on the spicy.
Spice? Yeah.
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 All right,
Purposely.
so this is going to be
isn't
the
a
first
blow
taste
your
test.
head
I'm nervous. All right, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to try to get the chewing. I'm going to try to chew with my mouth open so you get it. So this is the
People
first
like
test.
To hear that?
I think they do.
Yeah, can we get a close up, zoom in on the mouth, please?
Hold on, let me get close. Hold on a second. Whoa. Let me see.
Oh, look how his jaw works. Did you see that? Like a grasshopper.
Tone, you got it, buddy.
You like it?
A little bottle lick there. This is I'm telling you, Rob, you wait till this hits you.
Yeah, I can't. I'm excited. Should I wait to try it until the next episode?
Maybe.
Okay, I could wait.
That might be fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll-
you don't have to
I'll
have-
get, I'll get some wings too.
There you go.
Get some dry, like just nothing on them wings.
Yeah.
Tone, have you tried this on wings?
Actually, I did this weekend. That day I made chicken. I also made wings, and I wanted to toss that in there. So I did separately, and it was really good on wings. I'm telling you, like, I love it's eggs. You know, anything you would use like a hot sauce, but like more so than that. Like I feel like a spicy ass hot sauce on pizza is too much. This one works on pizza where it's like that's fun.
This works on everything. This is going to work on eggs. I tell you what's jumping out at me about this
What you got?
is you've got the spice right, but you also got the tang sneaks up on you. That's the. I'm going to take one more.
That's my fermentation with that tang.
You got that pooty tang on here.
Yo. Remember that?
Sepata.
Dude, I saw Pootie Tang in theaters.
What? That's
Swear to
hilarious.
God.
I mean,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So
What a time.
Tony, you hit it, my man. So the wings are a little cold.
I don't know if you had like
The
a
start of the
If
show.
I'm going to
Air
be
fryer
critical,
right
the wings have been sitting over for an hour. They're a little cold,
Oh,
but
jeez.
but this is we are. I tell you what, I think we have a few concepts working up, label wise, name wise. That is all coming. Tony and I are kind of working on that. So get ready. This is going to be available. Tony, when do you think that? I mean, besides labels, we have bottles. When do you think we'll be when do you think we would be able to get this shipping ready? What do you?
I mean, I've got a small few extra in the batch here that I could ship out this weekend. I want to say tomorrow because we only have one car. Carrie's got the car, you know what I'm saying? But-
You guys should do a giveaway, like a follow, tag 3 friends, get a free bottle of hot sauce.
Yo. What's
Get those
up?
socials going. So
Godfather.
I hope that. I mean, I want to like. I've shown Tone. Rob, you haven't seen this yet, but I've shown Tone some concepts, some names, the label coming out, and I'm sort of gatekeeping that to get. Just as we're gonna have this big release, and it's just gonna be all about this sauce, but This is gonna be. I mean, go to the Maserati dealership, boys, because this is going to be. This is it. Call them up. Call up the Maserati dealers. Call Hal down at the Maserati dealership because this is it. Part of this podcast was inspired by Tony's the work of his hands, what he creates, and. All right, now I have to stop. But that's the inspiration of this podcast is what he creates, and we have it here. So if you watch this podcast, if you're interested in trying this, give us a couple weeks, and we will have this ship ready. Okay, so let's do some closing notes. Let's go to upcoming. So we have a lot that's sort of building here. There are talks within corporate about a live episode, and it's not going to look like this, but there are talks about something live that's going to happen. That's right. The key holder and the gatekeeper are going to come together. The key is going to insert into the gate, and we're going to open up the gate, and it is going to. We're talking about something live. We're not going to give too much of what that's going to look like, but just stay tuned. Subscribe, because there's a lot of exciting things happening within corporate and the discussions that we're having there. So look out for that. Hot sauce release, that's coming up. We just talked about that. Now, I know there's some segments that everybody's looking forward to. This week we went a little long. We're not going to be able to get to Buns and Dogs, but trust me, Buns and Dogs is coming. Also, we have a couple. We have Tiki, You Barely Know Me. That's also coming up in our future episodes. So if you like those segments, please just hold on. There's a lot to jam in an hour and 21 minutes. But we're going to get to those segments. So just keep subscribing, keep liking, keep following, tuning in, because we're going to get to those segments. Also a possible sponsor. So I'm going to tease it with a possible sponsor on the podcast is coming. I don't have, it's not locked in, it's not signed, but possible sponsor. So what I will say is that we're gaining in YouTube every day. I'm checking and I'm seeing, thank you for those likes. Thank you for those subscribes, because we're growing. And all of those views, anything, we just say, ask or tell one friend. Tell one friend that that's not a hand that you see there. That's not a hand that you see. Go over here, buddy. Go back over there. Watch over there. Because you can come in the end. Okay? We're almost done. There you go, buddy. So what we're going to do is make sure you like and subscribe. We need you to tell one friend about boy, man, these guys have something going on. We have people watching us. We're getting comments. We're seeing the views. So keep that up. Keep sharing everything that we do. And anything else? Did I miss anything, boys?
I think we're good.
We got the flavors that make you